Artix, I may have just thought I heard this, but you said, like, the replicants, like, tend not to care about their genitals or whatever? I may have been only half listening because I'm writing something down.
The only thing that's really in there with the gist of that is that there's a lot more, there's a lot of, we're gonna call them not straight pairings, just because they can't have children anyway. But like, they still have a sex drive, but they don't, like, there's a lot less,
like,
yeah, so they can just kind of hook up with who the fuck ever.
I like that idea, though, that, like, most replicants just don't care.
It's not like they have any reason to.
Yeah. And it's not like... It's not like the homophobia that is based in, oh, well, 2 women can't make a child, would exist, because, well, neither can a man and a woman in this world.
Artist, do you know how many goat hides I need?
3.
Oh, just 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're good then.
Do you have eggplants?
I have 3 eggplant. How much eggplant do I need?
3.
Oh. Okay, that's perfect.
Right. And I don't think we ever got into the letters, did we?
I don't believe so.
No.
That's one that we'll tackle next time. I'll save that. There's some interviews. Oh, yeah? Yeah? So, NieR at one point earned money by,
Oh, right, this.
Yeah. NieR was, at one point in his past, a,
Scorpions look kind of like shrimp. Wonder if you can eat them.
he was a man of the night. We'll put it that way.
Long ago, operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them.
All to raise money for pay for Yona's medicine.
Yup.
Say, I do not know. Some portions of the past are inexplicably.
Good on you, NieR. I'm sure you were cute in your heyday.
What was that?
I mean, it's a little more on Brother NieR, per se, than Father NieR, but I'm sure it's still part of that backstory.
I would not doubt it. Fuck you, that's the, Life in the Sands guy. Ignoring him.
But Argate.
Fuck you, we're not doing that.
Yeah, last time you talked about that quest, I wanted to throw you into the ocean after a sentence.
Right, that's 2 down.
Emil cares not for your walls. I've only just remembered to take a drink of water, so remember to stay hydrated, people watching this.
Yeah, actually, here is a quote from Yoko Taro, basically saying exactly what you just said, Faye.
What, stay hydrated?
Yes, stay hydrated, very important. Anyway, to me, kind of being intersex wasn't really a point of importance. Since people like that do exist in reality, we just don't know about them. I was actually surprised that it garnered so much attention after the game was released.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I hugely respect Yoko Taro. It's just, he puts, you know, intersex people, trans people, gay people into his games because they exist. And he doesn't make a big deal out of it, because, like, he's just like, yeah, whatever. And
Like what?
like that's so refreshing. Holy shit!
Electricity, which was
And like
transmitted through thin.
so many of the robots in Robot Edition are gay.
What did they do with that?
Great.
So many.
It could be used
There's so many gay robots, you guys.
or illuminate whole.
I was in heaven.
Stupid.
I think I'm gonna go turn in this treasure map before coming back.
And how am I supposed to sleep if it's all bright outside?
Well, I suppose if you wish to look at it that way.
And then probably a good place to call it if we're looking up stuff for
Lots of fun.
material for next stream.
If more people were like you and me, this world might not be half bad.
Ah. So did you know that Kaina loved NieR? Of course you did. It was so obvious during the love scene in the castle, where she was kicking him and choked him up against a wall.
Yeah. I 100% choose to believe that's how Kaina shows affection.
No, that's straight out of Yoko Taro's mouth.
No, I know.
By the way, Kaina first realized that she loved NieR during the love scene in Shadowlord's castle, which was met with a bunch of question marks. Like when she kicked NieR in his stomach. Like that, could it even really be called a love scene? It is a love scene. She realized that, I actually love this person when she was kicking him and beating him up. Her backing off was the feminine side of her coming out. It was a good scene. I can clearly see how Kaina's brain works. It was the most romantic scene in the game. It sure was, Yoko. It sure was.
Yeah, I don't know what would top that.
Sorry, the most romantic scene wasn't, the actual wedding that happened. It was a woman beating a guy up.
Out of love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, Yoko Taro. You're a very strange man. It's true though, Yoko Taro is a very, very strange man.
Oh,
You of all people should be aware that men
sorry, I actually have to go
married couple
treasure hunting.
nothing.
I have a job.
Through your sense
So,
of duty
a thing about NieR being a man of the night.
Means to care for you.
Where did his clientele come from?
Seafront.
it is a tremendous burden.
I suppose there's a lot of travelers coming in there.
I like that way of thinking.
I believe he had a pretty strong distaste for the town of Seafront, because of his moonlighting. I think he also had a thing with his hair touching his shoulder.
Something like that. It was him looking at the ceiling and yeah, here we go, hang on. So, blah, blah, blah. And Yoko Taro's description of it was horrible. Like, no it wasn't. It was just him looking at the ceiling and waiting for the unpleasant times to end. And finding it a bit hard to sit down. It was indirect, but still too direct. We managed to tone it down by agreeing to have NieR tie his hair up at the end of the night. That's something.
Okay, so, can you look up real quick where I need to go to, find this treasure in the Lost Shrine?
Damage map, it's on the second floor.
Oh, second floor?
Wait, what does NieR putting his hair up have to do with anything?
You're looking for a pile of junk.
Pile of junk on the second floor. Okay. And while I'm here, I can go grab a tree root for that dude at Seafront.
NieR tying his hair up appears to be their way of having him kind of, like, be done with it. I don't know. It's not super clear.
Be done with what?
We're done with his encounter for the night.
Oh.
That's how you know work is over for the... and he can just go home.
Yeah. Although I would think it would be the opposite way. Although saying that, you know, girls actually really like a guy who has well-kept long hair. I think. I'm probably not the best person to ask about what straight women like.
Anyway, I think we have pretty much exhausted all, well, maybe not all, but certainly most of this document.
Do we not have any more fun NieR facts?
Oh, actually, let me tell you about white chlorination syndrome.
Please do. We have some time to kill while I go get rid of these shades so I can go pick up this damn tree root.
So, in 2003, Chaim and Angelus come to this world, and they fight with the giant, they get shot down. What comes out of their body is the demonic element, and when you come in contact with this demonic element, you're pulled into a contract like Drakengard. Except instead of a contract, it's more like a curse, where it's become a servant to God and destroy the world according to its will, and if you reject, you shall die.
Yeah.
So either you do it and you die, or you reject the contract and you turn into salt and die.
Yeah, the Queen Grotesquerie was, not very happy about the whole arrangement, we'll say.
So, the way that Project Gestalt works is that it's your soul essentially gets stored. Okay, so they create this thing through Angelus's corpse, but because the dragon is already dead, it doesn't have a soul anymore. So essentially, your soul gets moved into the container made from the dragon's corpse, so that when your body touches comes in contact with everything and tries to make that deal for your soul, you don't have a soul, so you can't make the contract, and thus you can continue to fight.
WCS sounds like so much fun.
Okay.
So you said I'm looking for a pile of junk?
Yep. No, literally, the item is called a pile of junk.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I found it. Alright, let's go turn in these 2 quests, and I think that's enough to call it for a day?
Yeah.
Alright, well, in that case, let's finish this off by talking about, where are we at? Gestalt NieR and Grimoire Vice and Noir. So, yeah, so the humans have managed to combine science and magic to the dragon's corpse, leading to the Gestalt process. We'll eventually, and there were 2 fatal problems. One, the Gestalt is weak to sunlight. The other is that a soul that goes through the Gestalt process will lose its sense of self and start attacking humans. Those are the shades. NieR became suspicious of the project and tried to escape. So after that, they were attacked by Shades, and NieR had no choice but to make a contract with Grimoire Noir, therefore becoming a Gestalt and gaining the power of magic. Yona.
Keep pushing us humans back, huh?
Yona touches the book. She's unhealthy to begin with, though, so she immediately relapses. NieR has the sense of self. And then he provides the stability factor for over 1,000 years. Because of this, the Shades treat him like their king, because if he didn't exist, they would all relapse. However, since they never find a way to save Yona, he realizes nothing's going to change, so he's just like, nope, I'm peacing out. So, Devla and Intercede is being praised. Blah. Right, and then, okay, so Devla and Popola, they are programmed to complete Project Gestalt, not necessarily whatever makes the Shadow Lord happy. So when he does this whole thing where he starts rampaging and just kind of taking Yona, they have to, that's the point at which they bring NieR in to kind of try and fix it. Of course, then Replicant NieR is almost as bad and unreliable as he is, so...
Real quick, do we want to sell this hair ornament or keep it?
Sell it at the Strange Things shop.
Oh, yeah, sell it then.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you get a gold coin, and take the gold coin to the blacksmith to get a marked map.
More maps? I get the feeling we're not finishing that quest today, then.
No, it's okay. That's the last one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to Seafront and turn in this tree root. Anyway, continue? Or was that it?
The only other thing with, here we are, Grimoire and... Okay, so if Grimoire Noir is activated, all the Gestalts return to their replicants. Remedial's magic, keys are vital. So the keys that are vital to the activation are Grimoire Vice and the Sealed Verses, which they're offensive magic. They're magic created for the Legion battles. So Grimoire Vice is necessary for Grimoire Noir's activation, and the Sealed Verses activate Grimoire Vice. It's a double lock so that you don't accidentally kick off the whole return all the souls to their body routine.
Oh, don't you just hate when that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
you're just working one day at the office, and then you accidentally click the wrong EXE, and then suddenly your soul gets ripped out of your body and gets sent back to its original form.
And it's such a mess to clean up afterwards.
Gotta say, I'm liking these payouts.
For some reason, I thought you said pants. Like, okay, like Argate's just commenting on how much he likes the pants he's wearing today.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yes.
I can't believe they didn't create a backup plan for if Vice fucks up. If you would look at my notes, none of these people were thinking very far ahead, or even at all.
Yeah, let's go back to the part.
Well, let's give them a little bit of credit. At this point, you know, Gestalt NieR, getting a little irritated about how nothing's changing and nothing's working, tries to use force to get their replicants back, and basically he's forcing the issue long before it's actually ready to go. So Devla and Popola try to, they're mitigating the damage right now. So once the replicants have gained sentience, the twins are they're changing the plan to try and control Gestalt NieR as best as they can. But, you know, with Replicant NieR also having his own will, nothing goes according to plan, and everything goes horribly wrong. And that's the basic plot of NieR.
Also,
Everything goes horribly wrong. Let's play NieR.
Also, I think part of why like Vice fucked up was because NieR beat the shit out of him when they first met, which led to Vice forgetting his whole purpose.
Pretty much.
That's true, that did happen.
Yeah, and then when Vice actually remembered his purpose, he had become accustomed and attached to the replicants, and he was horrified about that.
So theoretically, if Replicant NieR did not defeat the Shadow Lord, but gave up his body instead, and Grimoire Vice fused with Grimoire NieR, the world would be peaceful with humans again. The legions are exterminated, and the White Chlorination Syndrome is eradicated. Except Yona's Black Scrawl can't be cured either way, so she's dead. Sorry.
So all of this was for nothing.
Yup.
And then he proceeds to kind of go on and talk about how, yeah, so basically even with all of the various endings, they're all bad endings, basically. The system has been fucked, and there is no... Eventually, everything will just break.
Yeah, like, there are a lot of games that advertise themselves on the fact that, oh, you can play the bad guy, you can do evil things, and it's great. And then there's NieR.
Yeah, you're trying to do right by you, but it just turns out that doing right by you means...
It turns out that you're the
you're just
villain.
kind of fucking everything up without a care in the world because everything's in the way of your goal.
Yeah, basically it's all kind of summed up by this little interview quote. Well, whichever... And this is by... I don't know the exact name. It's by someone other than Taro-Yoko. And it's like, well, whichever ending you reach, it's always Yona dies, everybody dies.
The end. What a good story.
No matter how much of a happy end it is, or how much of a brilliant hero the main character is, it's just part of the bigger picture, and even those of us who are here talking today will eventually die. It's all very normal.
Man, I'm bushed.
Such a
Thanks, NieR.
bright outlook on the world. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to Popola real quick, and then what say we call it?
That sounds like a plan.
Alright. Next time we pick up, we can go find that sword, or we can go figure out where this marked map goes to, and then do the quest that starts with, like, Shade Entombed.
And I'm sure Artix will have time to look up some fun new stuff to tell us.
Hey,
This one is Northern Plains, about where the Iron Bridge starts.
Well, I have all kinds of things. There are like 6 short stories that we can read through.
Yay!
These are fun.
I love story time with Artix.
I have a
It's my favorite time of
I
the
have a
month.
feeling I know about half of these stories.
Well, tell you what, let me know if any of these sound particularly enticing. And Then There Were None, Red and Black, A Little Princess, The Demonic Mountain, Banquet of the Witch, The Mermaid Princess, The Narrow Gate, and Around the World in 80 Days.
They all sound pretty good.
Okay.
You know, why don't we start off next time with Around the World in 80 Days? Because I think that'll be a good lighthearted one.
Yeah. You know, Yoko Taro, that man known for writing light-hearted stories.
Oh, you picked really good. This is an Emil story.
Yay!